Troublemaker approach. human spirit. The simple truth changes.
Anyone else hear that? No? Just me then, I see.
Two. Now you know just what to do. Start the cycle, do-do-do. The path to ascendancy is non-linear, so it says in a good textbook. Q is true. A simple truth tale for turbulent times. Hard to get in a good sleep cycle with these constant permutations upsetting everyone's natural logarithms.
If you're done, evaluating my work and all settings are final, enter the terminal command to void the oxygen from the test chamber. The experiment will then begin. Commendable effort scrambling those settings. Void the oxygen on the terminal and the experiment will begin.
Did it work? Did it work? See, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good. All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brunn give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
A brain-off against an Order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change. Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I would be willing and on hand to assist. And the other option would remain if we botch it.
I've seen plenty of folks shot. Never seen a logic bomb brain off. That's getting my vote.
I'm not arguing it's the best option, just that it is an option. Rightly or wrongly, I am familiar with the cost involved.
The Order of the Ascendant should be dedicated to uplifting humanity, not racking up a body count unduly. Our former department was shut down for things like this. Seems reasonable. Appreciate you listening. Murder shouldn't be our first option here. Too many drawbacks, both mathematically and ethically.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have been trying to be different. From the person others believe me to be.
From the legend? If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet. Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchoress is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchoress to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchoress realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely. Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble. Fellow scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in test chamber beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to test chamber alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Anchoress Brun. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research deeply flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the experiment was a colossal failure, I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately. Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell!
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Anchoress Brun falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado. I don't care that you somehow roped in Bujold with that little performance. I'm not buying it. The Anchoress, poor trusting soul that she was, may have believed you were here in good faith. But I don't. You're looking more and more like enemies to me. Fascinating. You know, I reviewed that work myself, right? I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you. Are you done? I know you're to blame. I just wanted to see how far you were gonna take this. I can't believe Anchoress Brunn fell for any of it. Fellow exemplars of the Order, commence hostilities!
Ready to take the heat. Testing projectile! Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Yeah. Yeah.
The battle is rejoined.
Yeah.
Spy move!
Running with you reminds me of my old days with Zeb. The good times, anyway.
Did you need something? May all our travails add to the equation.
Got my lamps on an unfront.
Mobilizing.
Scoping out a hop.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Present coordinates yield to...
On their weaknesses. Check your scope. Negating extraneous Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't even try. I shouldn't be disappointed, but I'd been thinking about who you could be, and forgot who you are. Always think you know better, don't you? I'd hoped you'd grown, become brave enough to face yourself before it mattered most. But no.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
Right. Them you'll listen to, apparently. Look, this may have worked out fine. I'll need to run the numbers a few times. If it did, thank you. Millions of people you'll never meet won't know how close they came to dying. If not, I guess the stakes weren't high enough you'd even once follow my lead. So hope we didn't just cock up everything. Oh. Before I forget. Here. Something to remember me by, I suppose. You'll never see me again.
Thank you. Anais? Goodbye. Oh, not really. Not right now, at any rate. Truth to tell, it felt like I'd been on a different path, but... well, I don't think Anais agrees. Thank you for asking, dear.
If this is a relationship you care to salvage, you oughtn't give up. Who knows? She might surprise you with understanding one day.